Welcome to Illuminati Silver. We tell you the truth about silver. Today is Sunday, the 1st of June 2025, and we're providing our regular weekly update for the week ending the 30th of May. Now, I have to give you my apologies because we have been away this past month on a cruise to the Mediterranean. Now, we had hoped to have been able to upload videos while on ship. But unfortunately, the upload speed was so slow, the software kept timing out, and so please do accept our apologies for the absence. Having had a month off, though, has enabled us, in effect, to consider changes to this channel, and we would appreciate your views. We're pondering providing a weekly financial update as normal, but to perhaps discuss and interview people during the week on political issues, both in the United States and the United Kingdom. We have some notable people who wish to participate in this. Now, if we do go down that track, it would potentially mean changing the channel name, and we would like your thoughts on this. So, should we add politics to the channel? What name should we consider? Give us your ideas. You see, we are aware that our current reach is now quite small, scraping 1,000 views at best. And for us to continue, we need to do something more radical. Please let us know your thoughts or any other ideas you may have. Now, we're going to list current prices compared with what they were a month ago, so we can see how things have changed these past few weeks. So, with that in mind, let's get to it. Gold fell $27 this past month, falling from $3,320 to $3,293, having hit a high of $3,442 and a low of $3,122. So over these past 4 weeks, gold spread has between its high and low has been some $320. In sterling terms, gold fell £50, closing at £2,498, and in euros it fell €23, closing at €2,901. Silver, over these last 4 weeks, has fallen just 11 cents, falling from $33.13 to $33.02. It did at one stage reach $35.06, and also went as low as $31.70. The difference between its high and low has been some $3.36. I had to work it out then. In sterling terms, silver fell 39 pence, closing at £24.56, and in euros it closed at 29.12 euros. That's down just 0.11 of a euro. Gold to silver ratio is hovering around the 100 mark. It fell from 100.2 to 1 to 99.7 to 1. So really little change over a 4-week period, which does suggest a degree of sustainability and continuity. Now, before I progress with other data, we would appreciate it if you'd give this video a thumbs up, and if you can't quite do that, at least make sure that you've subscribed to the channel and press the bell sign. Bitcoin is up 10,000 over these last 4 weeks and is currently standing at $104,000. Equities are higher. Dow Jones up 2,157 points at 42,270. The S&P 500 up 386 at 5,911. The Nasdaq Composite up 1,731 at 19,113. And the FTSE index up 357 points at 8,772. Oils, thank goodness, are lower. Brent crude closed at $62.78. That's down $3.09. And WTI crude closed at $60.79. That's down $2.23. The dollar index is down just 0.2 of a point at 99.3. Now, looking at the economic data last week, the area for greatest attention was the rise in personal income for April from 0.7% to 0.8%, which was higher than expected. And the PCE data suggesting a fall in inflation from 2.3 to 2.1% year over year. The core rate fell from 2.7 to 2.5. Whilst this is very good news, trade and tariff tensions are still circulating, with no one really sure whether we can expect a rise next month or a further decline in the inflation rate. However, the Fed target of 2% is almost reached, and so once the tariff war is sorted, we could very well see another fall in interest rates. That said, we would be very surprised, if not shocked, if the Fed reduced rates this month, and suspect it may wait until the summer is over, probably looking at a rate reduction in September. Now, this coming week, look out for the ADP employment report coming out on Wednesday, and markets are expecting 112,000 new jobs. That's for May. And the non-farm payrolls announced on Friday with 125,000 new jobs expected compared with 177,000 the previous month. The unemployment rate, though, is expected to hold fast at 4.2%. Now, last week we saw gold fall 2% and silver 1.5%. Fed caution over rate cuts are part of the reason, together with the dollar holding strong with the index close to 100. Physical demand for gold from key Asian markets remain soft. Indian buyers pulled back as wedding season demand tapered, and local prices stayed high. In contrast, though, Swiss import data shows a surge in US gold shipments, up to 63 metric tons in April, the highest since at least 2012. Deliveries to China and India rose modestly, but continue to lag compared with last year's figures. From a technical perspective, gold is still in an upward trend, and support at around the $3,235 level can be expected. Silver's fallen back towards the end of last week and is seen, though, to have sound support between $31.45 and $31.75, compared with its current price of just above $33. Geopolitical events aside, it's hard to see gold or silver moving very strongly in either direction over the next few weeks, although prices may soften slightly as we move into the summer. Of course, any changes in tariff announcements will undoubtedly have an effect, as will any further progress made between Ukraine and Russia and the Middle East conflict. So, our forecast for gold this coming week therefore ranges between $3,230 and $3,380, with $3,200 and $3,400 as outliers. Silver we expect to trade between $32 and $34, with $31.50 and $34.50 as outliers. What do you think is going to happen to precious metal prices, and where do you believe they will end up this week? Just a reminder once again, I would very much appreciate your thoughts on how we can update, change, amend this channel. Should we include politics as well as financial data, or should we leave well alone? And if we do, what should we do about a name? Meanwhile, while you ponder that and give us your suggestions, we'd appreciate it if you would give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, press the bell sign. Thank you so much for watching. Please tune in. We will be here next week. And whatever happens, have a very peaceful yet prosperous week ahead.